Shoulder, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Bran's Tale. We are going to have some dark days. We're going to be spending time underground. In the previous episode, we made ourselves this here, a folded foldertron, essentially a folding cart that we can use to take from one place to another underground. It'll make our travels through labs a lot easier in the future. At least that is the hope. Now, before we leave, there are a few small alterations that we are going to want to make to some of our equipment here. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by searching for UPS, because what we're going to want to do is make a UPS conversion mod. Not too difficult for us to do. It's only going to take 15 minutes for us to do it. Let's go ahead, use our integrated tool set, and wham bam, we have a conversion mod. And so what we're going to want to do with that? Well, we're going to want to apply that to our electric jackhammer. So bam, permanently install it. So now we don't need to carry any batteries for our jackhammer. We charge it effectively with ourself, with our own body. Yes. Now, we don't have a huge amount of power currently, so that's something that I do need to think about. We have many different ways of generating power now. We can do it through eating wood, eating pretty much anything around us, also eating some good old ethanol, alcohol, things like that. We're going to go ahead and grab some of this bird litter, and we're just going to go take that and move that elsewhere. Elsewhere being here. So the bird litter, we do want it to disappear. We're going to climb through the window. Let's get the birds off of that before we ignite it. We're going to use the refillable lighter here, and we're going to light... No, we're not going to light up. We're going to start a fire quickly in that direction. Watch out, Terry. Now, where is Gary the goose? I feel like Terry just kind of jumped through the flames there a little bit. So Gary's been walking off more and more lately, which is a little concerning. Gary, where are you, buddy? Look, Gary's around. He's probably okay. We'll go with that. Gary's probably okay. You're not hanging outside, are you? Gary, I'm a little concerned. Now, I have gone into these two rooms here, effectively just collecting water from the toilets, because we might as well use the sources that are closest to us to begin with before we start to tap into other things. Looking at our system here, we still have this on currently, which is always going to be doing a slow kind of little drain for us. We've finally found out that the joint torch and ratchet actually does drain our stamina now, so it's a little bit more balanced in that aspect. So we'll have to think about that going forward as to what we're going to do there. Our easiest way to get a decent amount of power very, very quickly is with the metabolic interchange. So it's something that we might end up doing. We do have a okay amount of food with us at the moment, so we could always look at doing that. We've got the toastums with us. I'm probably going to want to have them before they kind of go off. They do last a long while, but let's go generate a little bit of power before we decide to do anything else crazy. So we'll see that power starting to skyrocket, going up at a pretty damn good rate. We're already at 4K and we're not even hungry yet. Okay, we're hungry now. Let's have some toastums. It's going to make us a little thirsty. That's all right. So each time we hit hungry, we're just going to go ahead and knock it back down. Okay, come on, 5,000. I'd like to be at around about 6,000 before we begin our journey. Let's see how we do here. We're thirsty. Thirsty's fine. We've got heaps of clean water that we've made. There we go. Great. So let's go turn that off. I'm feeling good about that. We're going to have some clean water. We're going to drink straight from our tank that we have. That tank is just down here. So let's see. Where is all of that clean water? I can see it. It's the first thing that's on top, but it's not showing up down here. Okay, fine. We'll just go ahead and search for water then. That's how you want to do it. We've got 9 units left in there. Okay. Not as much as I thought we had. I actually have drank quite a bit just at the start of this. Not be able to finish it, that's fine. So, oh, Charlie, what are you doing over there? Get in here, get in here. So Gary is hanging out somewhere around here. We hope that he's safe. We're going to have ourselves a good and proper sleep. to make sure that we are going to be fully prepared to journey down the deep, dark tunnels. Now, many of you have said that we can make alterations to the underbike, and that's 100% true. The travel doesn't take us too long to get to the labs, though, so I'm actually okay with us walking that distance. But as we kind of get further and further down the tunnel system that's down here, we might have to look at getting that underbike working properly. Almost time to wake up. We're nice and focused. We're feeling pretty healthy. It's probably worth us having some multivitamins before we leave here. Yeah, I'm not seeing Gary. Gary, are you accidentally locked in here? No, it's just the two ducks. And you're not down here either. I'm a little concerned for the safety of our goose. Yes, so offensive defensive system. That would be nice to install before we leave here. We're going to go ahead and pick it up with the idea of us bringing that with us. Let's see, dropping off food. We're going to go drop off the toastums. The crackling, the lard, we're not going to hold on to. Unfortunately, the jackhammer is quite heavy. I believe that's weighing us down a fair amount. No, volume of 5. Yeah, I mean, it could be better, right? The Foldertron is taking up a fair bit of space in our inventory, but that's the thing. We're not going to have that in our inventory all the time. Only other thing for me to think about is ammunition. We need to have ammunition for our rifle, to be bringing that along with us, and that is going to be the 223 rounds. So we've got all those Remington rounds that we can bring along for the ride. Alright, let's go have some of that crackling to get started, which is going to make us a little thirstier, but I want to eat until we're full. There we go. And looking down here, we've got that big tank, which I'm just going to hold on to for a second so we can just gulp it down. Drop this thing back down. Excellent. Okay, so we are going to be on our way. Or at least we're going to try to be. We've got our offensive-defensive system. We could maybe pick up something down here to take along with us. It seems like we're storing vehicle parts in with all of our drugs for some reason. I'll have to look into why that's happening, but I want to have a quick look here. We're just going to take one of those with us, and multivitamins, we might take 1 or 2 of those with us as well. So let's just bring 2. We're going to have one of those now. Boom, knock that baby back, and we're going to go ahead, run past, and close these 2 up in here. Let's just have a quick look in these rooms to see if our poor goose has gotten stuck. There you are. Come on, Gary. Get back inside here. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, let's see. Can we keep them nice and safe inside? Okay, so, alright. First thing that we're going to want to try and do is install the CBM. Or, try to. We'll see what our chances are. Now, we could potentially get higher. Yeah, that's dropping a lot faster now. Okay, alright, let's go turn the ratchet off for now. That's fine, we'll get our stamina back. If I'm going to be walking long distance, I probably will still try and turn it on from time to time, just because we always have that constant drain. It's not massive, but it is something. So I'm pretty sure we can go south from here, and look at that. We got a manhack that we can eat. Brilliant. Okay, so the reason I'm wanting to go south is we can install the CBM before we leave here. So let's turn on that internal furnace, and we will go ahead and eat up the broken manhack on the floor. Get 600 bits of power. Okay, and here we go. Alright, let's see what it's going to be like to install it before we do anything else. 14%, that's pretty good. We are going to take the Adderall here, hopefully not having too many side effects from that. Bam, our intelligence shoots all the way up to 21, which is brilliant. I was about to try and eat it. Damn you, internal furnace. Okay, install, 12%. And we have successfully installed the offensive defense system. Great name, by the way, great name. So we'll see how much that's going to cost us to implement it. But, yeah, okay. Let's see. Offensive defensive system, it's 10 points to activate, it's 10 points of power per turn. A thin force field surrounds your body, continually draining power. This field does not deflect penetration, but rather delivers a strong shock, damaging unarmed attackers and those with a conductive weapon. So this is going to be great if we are surrounded. We can essentially turn ourselves into a shocker, which, you know, that's just great. We've got quite a few tools at our disposal now, just with all of these different things. Like, we got a lot going on here. We got a lot going on. Ah, dear. Okay, everything else about us is good. So, with that, we are going to make our way along our tunnel system. Now, this is me theoretically remembering the way around, the way up there. Let's see. We have been forgetting our way more frequently lately. Oh, okay, it's up this way, and then it's just straight through. Here we go. Straight up this way, and that should be us. Brilliant. Okay, we don't seem to have as good of a night sight as normal, and I think that's probably due to our eyes being a little bit over encumbered. That's the only thing that I can think of right now, is that the survivor mask will be limiting what we're able to see in the dark. Let's see. Yeah, so it is limiting us by a fair amount. Wow, those eyes look so cool. So the survivor mask is something that we can take on and off, potentially. Yeah, I'm not setting us using that all the time there. Okay, so which way are we going to be going? I honestly can't remember if we've been north yet, but the path that we had kind of decided upon was heading down this way. I think we head down this way and go out towards here first. I am very intrigued to see what's going on along here though, and the reason I have brought the jackhammer with me is so that we can jackhammer our way through these spaces if they are closed up. Yeah, let's have a look at this one first. Let's see where on the surface it'll have us kind of popping out. In a undiscovered part of the city. Okay, east of Pittsburgh. Well, it'll be what it's gonna be. So we're gonna start moving. I am going to make sure that we have our scabbard. We're gonna take our sword out of that. Rock the broadsword. And we're going to start traveling. So, if I find anything interesting along the way, I will cut back. But if not, I will see you all in a moment. Okay, I have returned, and wham, bam, wouldn't you know it? We've kind of reached the end here, in a sense. There's greenstone there, and that's redstone. Interesting. Solid rock. It's like a church or something. This is bizarre. Okay, well, let's start off by having some cooked meat. Well, actually, do we want to go crackling first? Let's go crackling. Gives us a little bit more joy. We're going to have some of that clean water. And let's go not use our night sight because we want to see the kind of coloring here. We're going to go ahead and turn on our cranial flashlight for a moment. This is rather peculiar. I have not seen anything like this before. Strange stone. Now we are going to try and work our way through this. And this is where we hope that we are going to be okay. There's no way for us to really know. Okay, alright. Let's see, how are we going to do this thing? I'm not sure how much power this is going to use, so it's going to be a good idea for us to just have a look at this. So we're at 6,600 power at the moment. Let's go ahead and activate the electric jackhammer, which is... Oh, hang on. We need to turn on our bad boy UPS system, which isn't turned on right now. I will find it in just a moment. Where are you? Internal Unified Power System. There we go, and fantastic, it is working. Drill. Okay. Heard thump, stop drilling. Ignore the thumps. Okay. And just like that, we are through. We've finished drilling. I didn't see how long that took us there. It took 300 power, so it's good for us to remember. It takes 300 power for us to get through a wall. Noted. Thank you very much. And we have a sewer rat on the other side. Okay, well, we'll let him approach us. And we'll just slaughter him. Knock him into pieces. And you know what? We'll go ahead and butcher the poor bugger. See if we can get any scraps from him. Just refuse. It is a very, very small little dude. So it's just walled off on either side. Oh, hang on. No, we've got something more going on here. This is a proper subway. Okay, so that might explain the coloration, because it's kind of like a subway wall, I'm guessing. There's so much going on above us right now. Yeah, so this lab network does actually connect into the general population's subway stations. We can go up from this position, but I think we're going to want to see... Yeah, this is the end of the line. Very noisy. And I'm guessing that is just going to be rock wall behind there. So that's my other question, is where does that go? Honestly, I'm a little nervous about going up there. What will we be looking at? Oh, well, if we go up, not necessarily going to be on the surface. There'll be another level between here and the surface. Let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a quick save in here, just in case we somehow get like splinched with the ceiling walking up these stairs. Weird things happen sometimes. Okay, we go up and we didn't get splinched. That's great. But it looks like we're in an area that's kind of just cordoned off. Oh no, we can still go up. I love the up and down arrows, making it possible for us to actually see what's going on. And oh, hey, friends, hi surface. Look at all that fun that's going on here. It looks like we've got some inner zombie turmoil going on again, where it looks like that Hulk might be bashing a few of them potentially. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff going on there, and I'm imagining, well, we've been spotted by the zombie Hulk. We haven't been spotted by anyone else, so we're just gonna go down here for a second or two and maybe run down here. Let's see if that Hulk turns up. We're gonna go ahead and turn that off just for a second, and we're gonna chill here. Safe mode. Yep, make sure safe mode's on. Oh, hey there, buddy. Okay. Yeah, you gave me a fright. And well, I think we were looking for a fight. So, let's see. We were going to go ahead and turn on those kinetic shock absorbers so that we are ready for this thing here. We're also going to, for the very first time, power up our offensive-defensive system here. Bam! Our skin crackles and charges with electric energy. I don't know why I said it like such a weirdo. But yes, we are charged. And so, with that, we are going to slash out towards the zombie Hulk. We chop the zombie Hulk for 47 damage as he starts to try and make his way off the staircase towards us. We're holding him in place right now. He is shocked. With that, we slash at him again, taking out his jugular with a critical. It grasps at its throat as we slash again, keeping the thing shocked, its muscles bulging but rigid, the shock traveling through its body for a moment or two, stopping it from really affecting us. But with one moment where those muscles are released, the full fury of the Hulk sends us flying backwards against a wall. But Bran catches himself, his kinetic shock absorbers taking the impact. He stands back up, completely unscathed, and starts moving back towards the Hulk. We must have shocked him as well, as we slashed him. As he attacked us. 62 damage. We get a critical again, taking out one of his tendons and his legs, knocking him to the ground. We slash out the other. The zombie Hulk is now floundering. With one more, we hit him again, and our offensive-defensive system shocks the zombie Hulk in mid-attack. That's brilliant. We're blocking more and more damage. This thing is on the ground. Bran, now on top of it, is just stabbing again and again at the thing's chest before finally it ceases to move and is now still. With that, we will turn off the offensive-defensive system. Don't believe we have anything else running currently. No, we're okay. And we weren't even using our hydraulic muscles there. We probably could have been using them at the same time. And look at that. We came out of there completely unscathed. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, we're going to go ahead and smash this one here. We are hearing footsteps, but I think we're okay. So, yeah, zombie Hulk frickin' down. We've got our stamina back. What we're going to do now is explore down this way a little bit further just to see what we might have going on down here. It seems that a lot of the subway systems in this world were not properly funded and weren't entirely finished. Just wanting to explore kind of all the way along it to see if there might be any offshoots. And hello, friend, we have ourselves a sewer gator, and we also... No, I thought that might be a way leading up, but it isn't. The sewer gator, we're going to go ahead and turn off our lights. We know it's around here. We'll wait for it to approach. We go ahead and slash the sewer gator. Electricity running down through our hand into the blade, into the gator. It's shocked as it's pinned to the railing. With one more slash, we mutilate it, and the gator dies. Didn't even get an attack in on us. Bran is a very, very dangerous man. Sewer gator, there is going to be a lot of meat on this bad boy. So let's go ahead and see if we can... We're just going to do a quick butchery here. We heard a bloated zombie explode. Look at that, we're getting everything from it now. So this is almost getting to the point where we have Dwarf Fortress level of kind of butchery, where we have all the different parts here. So what's great is that all these different parts are going to have different vitamins associated with them. We've got a whole heap of fat there. We've got the brains, we've got the liver, the lungs. I guess we can cook them up and get something out of that. I mean, the enjoyability ain't great, but you know, we'll see what we can do there. We'll take the scraps of meat and the chunks of meat. All of these things can go into our cart once we get full. We're gonna go eat those past midlife, less than 6 days. Oh, let's start eating the cooked meat. Yeah. Cracklings last longer than cooked meat. Noted. And let's go ahead, turn this thing on, and just carry on our way. Big bangs. The sewer rat we're not going to worry about. And let's just track this thing further. Oh, I think... Oh, no, maybe there is the end there. We'll see if it extends. Nope, it's the end. Do we have anything there? We don't always have to have the light on, I suppose. Oh, no, it's not. Look, it's not the end. It does continue on. Ain't that a thing? Now I'm kind of intrigued by up this way as well. Oh no, I've already explored that way. Yeah, I have. I've already explored that way. Don't be silly, Rycon. Okay, so it does go down. That's really good to know. So many loud noises. You're a very hard rat to hit. It is going down above us. Okay, I have no idea how long this trek is gonna be. So, kind of like before, I'm gonna be putting something of a skip in here. We're gonna turn the cranial flashlight on. I'm also gonna turn on our, wherever you are, joint torch and ratchet system, so that we're gonna be keeping our power up a little bit. We are gonna be losing stamina, but that's okay. Ooh, okay, well, I was about to cut away, but we've just seen a chud lurking about. Now, I think Bran might have seen one of these things before. It's a cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller, but I don't think he's actually seen one down here before. Now, these things can see in the dark, so there's no real point in us turning off our lights, but we see its illuminated eyes as it starts coming towards us. Now, from that description, we'd also think years of underground isolation. The Cataclysm hasn't been going for years, so this thing existed before the Cataclysm. But as it runs towards us with one quick flourish of his blade, Bran sends the thing's head reeling off its shoulders. Let's go ahead and dissect this thing to see what remains. So we're approaching. Yeah, we'll stop dissecting, and we'll go ahead and continue. Many loud noises. Okay. Just refuse. Just refuse. It is flesh though. Just regular flesh. So that's kind of interesting. And this thing did seem to be down here by itself, and hey, look at that. We would have completely missed that. We have an offshoot heading away, and we have a crawler. The first time that we've seen one in the wild. A conglomeration of human parts fused together in a horrid mishmash of function, slowly dragging its eldritch body across the ground. With a quick 1-2, we maim the crawler, chopping off one of its forms. It starts to run, trying to get away from us. Bran, seeing this, starts to run as well. Chasing the thing down, it quickly dies. We're going to stop running, and we're going to explore this area a little bit further, because we have ourselves another subway station here. And the subway continues on. We're seeing more... Oh, we were still running. That's a classic one, that. Okay, so we could stick our head up onto the surface. Tempted. I'm also tempted to see where this way goes as well. Now we're getting further and further away from our lab home. At this stage, I'm almost wondering whether or not it's going to be better for us to head back along this way to kind of see what's going on with this track here. Because we could continue on this for quite a ways, and originally I wasn't anticipating our journey to take us as far as we've kind of gone so far. Now, we don't need to smash the chuds, so they aren't like the zombies. These are living creatures as far as we're concerned. We could go ahead and stick our head up there. I am tempted. I think we're going to do that before we head back, because this is an instance where the underbike would actually help us out, because we've come such a long way. What we'll probably end up doing, after I've had a look on the surface and if we survive that, we'll end up going down along this track here and seeing what's kind of going on with these points here. We might need to mine through those, but I'd like to see what's going on with those. That's going to be my intention for today's episode, but we'll go ahead and turn off this cranial flashlight as we go and... Oh, we can't climb there. We can go up here, though. Oh, great. Fantastic. Is that a bloody... It's a freaking corrosive zombie. Of course it is. Of course it is. But what's good about this is that it's given us a little bit of sight on the area here, so we know a little bit more what's kind of going on. We're in an area of the world called Wolcott. Well, Wolcott, we're going to go ahead and jump straight back down. There's a nice big gas station here, so we could blow that up if we needed to. We're not going to. We're just going to try and get away from this goddamn... son of a bitch who's rocking about up there. We have no need to fight that guy. We're in minimal pain at the moment, and we're going to go ahead and turn on our repair nanobots and just let them stitch together those little bits, and we'll go ahead and turn them off. Now, many of you have said maybe just leave them on, but it's one of those things that I will forget about, and I'd really rather that I didn't forget about them. I'm going to walk up along this side of the track. We still have our joint torch and ratchet system turned on, so I'm going to put the cranial flashlight on as well. They should still work out for us, and we're going to go ahead and walk back along the track that we've been so far, and I'm going to try and get us to this point here, and this is probably where we're going to pick up, so I will see you all again in a moment. Okay, hello, welcome back. We're here a little sooner, as I've discovered something interesting underground. We're going to go ahead and have some more of this. We've got more than 7 hours of that left, so we're going to make sure that we actually eat all of our cooked meat. We do not want that to be going off. I've discovered a stretch of lava down here. Yeah, and I think it's just that by itself, but I wanted to check it out with the rest of you to be sure. Now the thermal dissipation, we can turn that on to help us out. So these are powerful heat sinks and super materials. They're woven into our flesh. We can prevent heat damage up to 2,000 degrees. So this is pretty good. We're going to go ahead and turn this thing on. We have to go out of it because I had to look at it. There we go. So we've turned it on. We should be okay to move through here. We can see that we're comfortable, but the temperature is rising. And it does seem to just be lava. Just a stretch of it, just hanging out here. There we go. That was the thing. We're going to go ahead and continue past that. We are almost at the point where we're going to be going around the corner, so you might as well stick with me for this point as we start to make our way down. And we're being followed by a sewer rat, so we're going to go ahead and just say goodbye to him. We gut him for 88 damage. Not bloody bad. We're hearing a lot of noise up top here. An incredible amount of it. Which is more than a little unsettling. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that's a whole lot of destruction going on up there. What are we looking up here? We've got a sulfurous anthill? What the hell is a sulfurous anthill? I haven't seen a sulfurous anthill. I've seen anthills before. A sulfurous anthill, that's a little different. Also, there's an anthill in the middle of the city, so that's going to make for some interesting encounters, and that's probably what we're hearing above us. The zombies are fighting with the ants. Giant ants, mind you. And I'm surprised that we haven't run into any of their tunnels down here. But who knows, that's something that might end up happening. Yeah. Okay, not much further before we reach the potential end to this tunnel. And just like before, it is a subway, but it's not an end. So what I thought might be kind of blocked off is in fact an actual subway. So it does lead up to the surface. And I do find it interesting as well that this does seem to be, there we go, a giant acidic ant. Ain't that a thing? Now, guys, are you paying attention to me right now? You are hostile, but you're not noticing me. This is a monstrous brown ant with a swollen abdomen that extends with a small orifice at the tip. Glistening liquid seems to drip out periodically. That's just marvelous. We're gonna go ahead and just... Oh, god damn it, that gave me such a fright. So you attacked me. That's not super nice. Wow, that's a lot of acid, and you guys are really quick. I think our kinetic shock absorbers are still turned on. They are. We're a little slower because of it. Okay, well, let's see how... Okay, alright, we can chop you. Let's keep on moving out the acid. Okay. The ants are coming. Let's go turn this bad boy off just for a little bit as well. Okay, no, let's not step into the acid. Now, with these, we don't have to worry about smashing them because they're not going to come back from the dead. However, our poor legs are really going to feel it if we're going to be fighting acidic ants. So I'm guessing the whole acidic ant thing is because of the anthill. The sulfurous anthill, rather. And it looks like they're going to keep on coming for us, and I'm not a fan of that. So we're going to go turn on the nanobots and see if they can repair our legs here. Just keeping an eye on everything. Okay, we're all right. We've gotten a little bit lower in our power system, so we're full at the moment. But here, look, here's the thing: the meat that we have, we've got a lot of fresh meat there. This will be old soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on our metabolic interchange so that we can generate a little bit more power. So let's go click that bad boy on. Let's drink some water. We are feeling thirsty, and let's just wait a turn or two here. We're still safe. This is okay. Power is regenerating. Okay, let's go have some cooked meat. Let's just wait again. Okay, cooked meat. Okay, 7,000. That's good. I'm happy with that. Metabolic interchange turned off. So they're just kind of sitting in these acidic piles right now. So we're going to have to wait for that to pass before we can butcher them or anything like that. Lots of meat. Incredible amounts of meat here. And yeah, subway station. Who would have thunk it? We might be looking at some more potentially along the lines here. Oh god, yeah we are. Holy crap, that's a lot of acid very, very quickly. Okay. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's how we do. Okay. Alright, the acid passes by quite quickly. That's good. I think I want to turn on our night vision here. I just need to remember which one it is. We could turn on infrared, but night vision has a lot less draw. It's J. There we go. Nice and green. Alright, we're just going to leave this on just for a little bit here, just while we're in the kind of ant territory. So much noise. Okay. I think we're okay ant-wise. We are approaching a new kind of area, and yeah, I didn't go up the subway station there because screw that. Just screw that. It's right next to this anthill. It's gonna be absolute frickin' mayhem. So not for us. Oh, but we got some sewer gators. They are for us. Indeed they are. So let's go ahead and start moving towards them. The sewer gators, I was going to say I'm a little bit more confident moving around them, but that is a really deep bite on our arm. The first time in a long time that we've taken a proper wound like that. Now I'm going to be intrigued to see if our repair nanobots can actually fix that or not. So they can fix the arm, but here's the thing. They can't stop it from being infected. So first aid kits still have their place. That's quite concerning, if I'm being honest. Okay. Cool. Well, there isn't anything in our set here that I think can deal with that. Let's just have a quick look at this again. Yeah. Okay, stops bleeding as well, but we've got a really deep bite on our arm. Now, we can cauterize the wound. That is something that we can do. So, we can use our broadsword to cauterize the wound. That will help us, but it will hurt like a mother. But that's okay, because we are a machine. We have sensory dulling. We turn that on, the mild pain that we had before starts to slowly dissipate as a sewer snake starts to climber towards us. We go ahead and chop that thing into pieces. So, with our sensors dulled, we're going to go ahead and turn off that night vision. We don't need to have that on right now. And we're going to cauterize the wound on our right arm. Because, well, the flesh that we have on there, it's not so much flesh anymore. It's an amalgamation of different materials. So, we're going to cauterize our right arm. Okay, 15% chance to clean and disinfect it. And we do it on the first one. We did feel mild pain, so even though we had our sensory dulling on, that's still registered as mild pain, which we should see dissipate just like that. Okay, and we have a little bit of damage to our arm. It's not that bad. If we turn on our repair nanobots, it'll go ahead and just stitch that back up for us. We are a machine, an absolute machine. We've got even more food here now as well, which is great. Now, if I just carried a little pot around with us, would be good. We could cook up this meat as we want. In saying that, we could actually just smash up some of this, and I think I still need... Actually, let's see. Let's just go ahead and smash this. So we've got some splinters here now. Splintered wood, which that works. I don't think I can just cook straight up with what we've got at the moment. So if we head to food... No, we can. We can do it. We literally just need to have splintered bits of wood. So what we're doing is we're using our integrated tool set to cook it. So... essentially we've just got like a little flame or a little heat pad on our hand, and we're just using a stick to hold it there. We can cook all of this meat. That's unbelievable. How much power is that going to use? Not that much. We're going to spend an hour and 56 minutes doing this, and what we're going to do... Oh, we can't see the craft. What about night vision? That's our blood filter. Whoops. Okay. Well, we filtered our blood. It's good to do occasionally. Let's leave sensory dulling on for now. What's going to be better for us here? Implanted night vision is 10 power every few turns. The cranial flashlight is 1 power every... So the cranial flashlight's going to be more efficient for us overall. So we'll go ahead, chuck that bad boy on. And food-wise, yeah, I mean, do we want to do cooked brains first? I mean, the enjoyability isn't great, so I think we'll avoid doing that for now. We've got multivitamins, so it means that we don't have to do that. We've got scraps of meat there too. They're going to take next to no time to make. Heard an alarm go off, ignore the alarm. Okay, the scraps are done. And then we're going to do the cooked meat. 20. Ignore the footsteps. Yikes. Okay. That was a lot of noise. That was a lot of noise. We're going to go ahead and turn that metabolic interchange on now, and we've got a whole heap of meat that we can eat. We're going to go obviously start off the meat that is going to go off sooner. And we're just going to watch our power skyrocket. We want to get this thing up to maximum. This just means we're going to have access to a whole heap of power. We're gonna end up at full in no time at all. Let's have a look. We're getting close now. Okay, have one more thing of that. And we are maxed out power-wise. Brilliant. Metabolic interchange, turn you off, and look, we've got a whole heap of meat with us still. We're gonna go drop off the raw stuff. We're gonna keep the scraps of meat, we're gonna keep the cooked meat, the chunks of meat we're just gonna leave there, and the chunks of fat. Well, I guess we could do something with the chunks of fat. No, we've packed everything away for now. We're doing fine for food. We really do not have to worry about that. Oh, look at that. Our jackhammer already has power stored inside of it. Nice. So it's got enough charge for another thing without us having to turn that on. We're probably not going to go up at this stage. Not something that I'm that interested in doing. We're going to go around the corner here. I mean, what are we looking at up here? We're looking at subway station. We've got disciplinary. Parking lot. Fire station. An electronics store. Nice. I mean, it's good to know. What are we looking at here? Another subway station of some kind? We'll soon find out, won't we? It is another subway station of a kind. Wow, that's a lot of gore. Yep, and where is this one going to take us up to? We've got a restaurant and a grocery store. How very nice. Mechanics garage. Okay. Alright, well, I want to see if this is going to be the end of the line. Yep, it sure is. Okay, well, that's that mystery solved. Okay, we're going to turn that cranial flashlight off for a moment here. Yeah, well, looking at these, we might just be looking at subway stations on each of these. But in saying this, discovering them is good. Definitely worthwhile. I think we're going to turn off our sensory dulling now and just see how our pain is looking. I think we should be okay. We're a little tired, so we'll keep our eye on that. But yeah, we're going to go start heading up north from this point. Just see how we are. So we're at, we shouldn't have to worry about them. So we're not gonna, but I am gonna turn back on safe mode though, just in case we wander into something truly dangerous. Onwards we go, sewer snake, be damned. Keeping some of those creatures alive is gonna be more beneficial to us than just straight up killing them. Looks like this is probably gonna be another subway station here, if I had to guess. Yes, it is. Where are we popping up here? Right on the edge. So we've got a doctor's office, which is nice. A church as well. Very nice to see. The crater I would like to investigate, and that's something that we might end up doing, is popping up onto the surface. It's 1:30, so it's night. We have, a good chance to move around undetected. So let's see if we're going to be able to do that or not. We pop up onto the surface, and we can see a shocker zombie to the west. Let's go turn on that night vision and see if we're going to be able to roam around here or not tonight. The doctor's office is kind of worth us checking. Unfortunately, I do have a few black lines. I am running the system how I have before, but unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Sometimes we're going to see stuff like that. That's okay. But yeah, doctor's office, let's see if we're going to be able to pull this thing off or not. We can see more around the shocker zombie to the side now. We are going to go ahead and see if we can pry open the window here. We're going to try to pry. There's nothing to pry. Okay, so I guess we can't pry those windows. Now the door might be a little bit more difficult for us to pull off. Skeletal Juggernaut, that's just great. Let's not disturb them if we can avoid it. We're going to try and pry this door. We do. I don't hear an alarm, that's good. Do we have curtains here? We do not have curtains. Okay. We've got a first aid kit. We're going to go ahead and grab that just so we don't have to cauterize ourselves in the future. But that's completely fine. Okay. Let's go see if we can open up you. We cannot get sufficient leverage. So some doors we seem to be able to do it to, others we can't. So yeah, first responders, we've already read that before. Okay, nothing down here. Just a long string. I mean, a long string's pretty amazing, but we can access them easy enough. Disinfectant, and we have the medical supply. Okay, let's go ahead and quit just for a moment. We're going to turn on our sensory dulling, just so we can get rid of our pain, get our intelligence back up to max. Yes, login successful. Unlock that door, please. Great. Okay, what do we have inside of here? An inhaler. Beautiful. You know what? Another inhaler. Oh, there's so many inhalers. Oh, why did we not have this before? Antibiotics we're not going to even need, I believe. Saline solution, multivitamins, caffeine pills. Oh, that tapping was creepy. Feels like it's inside my head. Let's see, what can we do here? We can just unlock or lock the door. Okay, well that's definitely successful. I'm going to leave this as not marked as explored because there's still a lot of material here that we can potentially use. But what I want to try and do is see if we can make our way over towards these craters, just so we can get an idea of what they could be from. So we'll start to make our way over. Let's see what we got. We're trying to be cautious at this stage. We're trying to be quiet. We've got a whole heap of mess happening down there. Let's examine this vehicle. A little bit of power left in it. And, yeah. We could potentially use that to try and shoot at whatever's down there. Don't think we're going to do that right now, though. We're going to continue with our try and ignore things policy. Let's see how that works out for us. Little coffee shop here that we're just going past. We've got a feral hunter. Probably will smell us. Okay. We've got a corrosive zombie. Good. 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 All right. Zombie dogs. Also good. Guess we're going up here by the grocery store then. Okay, zombie brute, what's up? Okay, just real nice and easy away from the shocker. This is when I forget I've got some kind of light source on us. Zombie necromancer. I think we might just try and straight up kill that guy. Also, he's by a tank. That's a main battle tank there. It's got treads that seem to be working. There is a chance that we could potentially use this tank. Alright, he was a little harder to hit. Lot of stuff on them though. A lot of stuff there. Okay. Well, that's part of the crater that we were seeing. We're not seeing anything in particular. We're not seeing, like, the remains of anything. We will want to check along all of it though, but I mean, like, this tank was right next to it. And let's just check the quality of this thing. Doesn't have any diesel right now, but I mean, it does, like, what's its main gun? 120mm tank gun, and it seems to be cool. It's got 1 round in there at the moment. It's got 100 rounds for the M240 that's on top. There's tons of storage batteries. That's so much power that's stored in this thing. Only 1 faulty engine, but they're all powered by diesel. Let's just have a little bit of a wander along the crater here. See what's what. Hello, friends. Hello, more friends. Okay. Well, I can safely say that we're not discovering anything from just looking at this from where we are. And with the amount of activity that's here, I think it's probably going to be safest for us to start to try and make our way back to where we came from. Ooh, what in the hell is that? What's inside there? Is that what the scoop looks like? I think that must be what the scoop looks like. Unless there's something that it's scooped up in there that could be incredible. Let's just have a look. We'll go get items. No. It just looked like a vortex type thing. Right, where is our subway entrance? It's all the way over there. Okay, cool. Let's just stealth our way through. Like a boss. Back and around, past the doctor's office. And back underground. This is how you do a night raid. Night vision really makes a difference. Okay, and let's go ahead and turn this bad boy off because I know it does hurt people's eyes. There we go. Alright, so where to from here? I think traveling north up along that line, that looks like it's going to be another subway station there. But that's one that's quite close to home. So that'll be good to see. What are we looking at around there? Small wooded trail, pond. Yeah, I mean, we know there's a subway station there, so we know there's not much to that then. And looking at it down this way, we're probably looking at a number of other subway stations. Yeah, we are. We can see all three of them. So at this stage, we can kind of surmise that that's exactly what we're looking at here. This is a greater part of the subway network. What I do find interesting though is that there were 3 labs connected to this thing. There is a good chance that there could be more labs connected to it, but us, finding a way to find that out won't be super easy. I'm leaning more towards just looking at the design of this, right? So I'm thinking wherever there are subway stations, we're probably not going to find labs. So we've found 3 of them that are connected up towards this. But most of this, looking along it, we are seeing a lot of different connection points where we are seeing subway stations. So I don't know if we'll find any other labs along this line. I'm not ruling out the possibility, but just from what we've seen so far, it very much seems that that's the case. Wow, that lab went so deep. Yeah, okay. Well, look, let's complete this at the very least. Because then we know for sure. Oh, I can't move. I turned off numlock, that's why. Because I'm clever like that. So we'll just continue along our way. We're a little hungry. It's okay. We've got more than enough to eat. So we've got 6 days on that. We've got 19 hours on those. Let's have the scraps of meat first, just to clear them out. Get full if we can. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're just going to eat all of them. Yes. Okay, and let's have a caffeinated gum. We'll chew on that for a bit. Oh, hang on. We've got... No. Damn. Got all excited for nothing. And we've got another subway station here, kind of as expected, and we'll see if this is the end of the line. And indeed, it is the end of the line. Okay. Well, now we know that. And it is just going to be out here kind of by itself. We've got this really large office tower, which would give us a bit of a sight over the area. So it might be worth us maybe trying to roam our way up towards that. Let's go have a squiz. It's 350 at the moment, so we're looking okay in that regard. Just make sure there's nothing else. Okay, and let's go turn on that night vision, because we're hearing noises outside of here. Okay, oh great, kids. Fantastic. Whole heap of them, shrieklings. We've got a house off by the river here. Guess that's the first real time we would have been that close to a large body of water in the megacity. We've got 2 zombies. We can quickly dispatch them. One, 2. Okay. Didn't have anything too crazy. We've got a newspaper page. What do we got? Editor says, destroy the dead. Recognizable enemy dead left lying in the street may give away militia positions. If you kill an enemy combatant, smash or butcher with a knife until unrecognizable. Screw Geneva, protect our troops. So it seems like from there was a little bit more knowledge of kind of what was going on, which is interesting. I need to read more newspapers because there could have been more changes like that along the way. We're not going to bother that fly. Let's have a look at the vehicle. Okay, it works. Mobile gun system. We got ourselves a big old office tower. Let's go ahead and start climbing this thing. This is the kind of tower where Bran would have worked. Not this one in particular, but one very much like it.
elevators aren't working. Look for stairs. Let's check out the basement first. Oh. Take it back, that wasn't a great idea. Let's start moving. If I can stand back up. Okay, cool. That hurt a lot. So, the shocker is going to be able to shock us no matter what. We can't absorb that energy yet, so we need to find another way to be able to beat that guy. I mean, we could just try and slash him, but the second that we hit him, it's going to be bad news for us. So what we need to do, first of all, is we need to start running, and we just need to get to this door. Okay, that's a good start. Next thing we need to do is turn on those repair nanobots. After that, we're going to go ahead and activate our sheath. Putting the broadsword away, we're going to go ahead and activate the survivor harness. We're going to take out that bad boy. Okay, alright, let's see. What kind of firing modes do we have on you? You're semi-automatic. I don't know if I can change that. This is the thing, I always forget how firing modes work. Firing mode's just semi-auto? I mean, I think we'll be able to get a good shot regardless, upon opening this thing. Okay. Come on. Heard thump, ignore the thump. Damn it. Yes, stop aiming. We're just gonna have to try and shoot. Okay, we did get a hit. We are also going to turn on... this is where we start turning on all the things. We need to turn on our kinetic shock absorbers. We need to see if we can get back up onto our feet. We need to see if we can get off another shot. Okay, it's not a bad hit. It is moderately injured. We're going to go ahead and fire again. This time hitting it in the head. One more. Okay, we dodged, but that did not work out for us. We're going to go for a 63. That's a critical. Okay, it is severely injured at this stage. We're attacked. Stop aiming. Yes, unfortunately. Fortunately, actually, rather, we are dodging it, which is helping us out, but we need to just keep on firing at this thing. It is nearly dead at this stage. Oh, come on, we're so close. We're so close now. We didn't, okay, we dodged again, dodged and blocked. There we go. Okay, alright. For you, we're just gonna go ahead and start smashing you with our weapon, which doesn't seem to be helping us out all that much here. Just for dramatic effect, we just clobber the fat zombie to death with our rifle. Now, we did shoot the gun on the surface, which is always a dangerous thing to do. In this instance, we needed to do it. We're going to go ahead and holster that rifle. We're going to go ahead and withdraw from the scabbard our sword. Lots of things are going to be bashing, trying to make their way towards us. We need to turn off the repair nanobots. We also need to turn off the kinetic shock absorbers. We're doing okay now. We're doing okay. Alright, deep breaths everyone, deep breaths. Now the shocker brute, we would definitely want to try and butcher that because there's a chance that we can get CBMs from him. Where is your body, buddy? There we go, it's down there. So we want to go ahead to the shocker brute and we want to dissect it. We're going to ignore the... Yes, okay, alright, well we've been interrupted. Such as it is, and that bloated zombie needs to go. So we're going to use our finger laser for that. We're going to get as good of a shot as we can. Ignore. Okay, not bad. Interesting music here. It's a little concerning. Okay, we hit the side of the wall, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Going for another. Alright, backing out. Our strength has gone down a lot. That's in part thanks to the poisoning, which should slowly be working its way out. Now, if we run our blood filter now, I don't know if that will save us from the poisoning. We will attempt it. I can't even tell you if that worked or not. We're in unimaginable pain right now, which I am not enjoying one bit. So we're going to go ahead, sensory dulling is turned on. Distressing pain? Okay, I think it's getting the hang of it now. Jeez, that was concerning to say the least. Okay, so our air filter doesn't really do anything for poison. We need to keep that in mind. Wow, they're all trying to find their way in now. Okay, so I think best thing I can probably end up doing is taking the shocker, taking him upstairs. So let's go ahead and grab this bad boy. Store and scabbard, and let's get to a little bit of privacy. Okay, Bran. Okay, alright, there's gonna be a loud, very, very loud noises here while we try and get our stamina back. So many noises, so many noises. Alright, drinking up that canteen. Let's make sure that we've got that out, just so we're on the go, and we'll start dissecting. Okay, well, we didn't get too much out of that. We got a burnt out bionic, we got an anti-glare compensator, we're gonna take power storage, we're gonna take the burnt out. Wow. Yep, I know, it's incredibly frustrating. So much banging, so much wumping. Oh dear, well, we're gonna have to make our way back down. I was hoping to get further up into the tower, and we can do that, but it can be dangerous, especially when we have things like brutes that are around. We know now exactly what the tunnel system is. We know what it does. It can get us to and from many different places. But I think if we're to explore it a really, really long way, the underbike will help us out a great deal. But this can take us throughout the city without having to travel on the surface, so it does still work out for us, even though we're not discovering any labs along its network. Not to say that there aren't any there, but I think we were very lucky that we had 3 of these things all together. Because, well, from many of you in the comments, your megacities haven't turned out like that at all. So I think we've been lucky that we have had them around here. I mean, looking on here, I can't see any other labs on the surface. But if we were to seek out more of them, we might have to do so in some of the other areas of the megacity. Wow. But yeah, I think a proper underground vehicle could really help us get around. We do have our cart, which is going to be good. We can still store that inside of a vehicle. Yeah, I mean, our main reason for wanting to go back to a lab is to try and find some more of the alloy CBMs. There is still a chance that I might be able to break down some of the weapons with the correct tools. It is worth me investigating. Regardless, in the next episode, we're going to be making our way back home with what we've got so far. It's not a bad haul. Getting out of this is going to be interesting, though. Yeah. So, I think at the start, we're going to have a little bit of a time lapse of us trying to work our way back towards our lab. Actually, you know what? Don't be stupid, Rycon. I can just run across the field. It's right here. Yeah, it's right here. So that's what we'll do. We'll just run across the field. Super freaking easy. Done and dusted. Well, guys and gals, that is us for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me once again here with Bran, who's doing pretty good. He's a little warm, but no, he's done okay this episode. He's survived, and that is the main thing. I've been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.